Hello there gamers, I'm Jacob, I play Salmon Run a lot, and today in our next Daily Salmons we have another bit of a episode. Not that special as the last one, I guess. You see, I've already played a bit on this new rotation. Because I did end up playing it with friends and yeah, we are just gonna record the episode from here. Oh yeah, and it's also the second day now, so we'll see how that will go. Anyway, before we get into that, we have another weapon to cover here, which Tetra Dualies. The Dark Tetra Dualies are a medium-weight dually class weapon with 30 damage per shot, 300 DPS unrolled, and 360 rolled. This is the painting pattern. It's not exactly great at painting. It basically does the bare minimum, but not that really. The damage unrolled, of course, is what I'll do, these two reticles. We'll go together to one roll. What is unique to this is actually dealing damage while rolling this. And also unique is this can roll 4 times, that is where the Tetra comes from, in fact it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What happens after the 4th? Yeah, I pressed the L here pretty much like right after I finished that roll. There's quite some like that I actually get to boom or move again after that touch. I actually notes after the other rolls as well. But yeah, what is actually different after the 4th roll is you cannot roll immediately again. After every roll there's that actually move. Yeah, they are not actually dodge rolls as they're commonly called, do not use them to dodge. Then Tanya moves ahead enough. Because what they will actually do is they will literally make you freeze in place for splatter shot DPS pretty much. 360 is DPS. How that actually works out in game is still a bit different. With chumps here you see you take 4 shots to kill them, splatter shot would only take 3. That is 2 frame difference as it turns out. Splatter shot kills in 18 frames, while Tetris kills in frames. Then you might still feel a little bit slow with this even when you roll. That is exactly why this is one of the more underwhelming weapons in Salmon Run, unfortunately. Of course, really insane in PvP, like, they literally balance it in PvP by giving it some of the weaker kits. Like, you know, they give it Reef Slide instead of a strong special, for example. They also would never give it Burst Bomb or something, you know. That is how they balance it there. It does not translate over to Salmon Run too well. Because the rolls are not really useful for anything. Shooting while rolling is useful, but it's not a selling point of this, it's just something that this has. But yeah, what then really hurts is like being frozen for a second every time. Then of course, yes, being special whatsoever. Personally, I do prefer the Dualies squelchers over the sort of the quote-unquote bad Dualies, because they actually have mobility and range, which it doesn't have, and damage output is very it both deals 30 per shot and similar or equal fire rates. Right, some matchups. Yeah, what this also does have over splatter shot is a little bit more range. They can hit us that from like here, but couldn't quite do that. It's not actually long range though, so you see this here already wouldn't work anymore. That also can potentially make it a little bit easier to hit fish sticks from the ground. You would do it roughly like this. Climbing is not recommended because you're not one-shotting the little guys. Same with like firing on-road shots, it's trouble. Right here, this too. So yeah, use rolls for that as well, preferably. Thing is, at least you're not wasting any DPS. You're dealing perfect 60 with 2 shots. Then nothing else really to say about HP versus the lids. I mean, you can get under them and roll out of them if you have to. It's better to just use movement still. There will be less play for that. But yeah, once you're actually jumping up on them, let's say like this here is the lid. Do this and hit them for max damage relatively easily. That's what all the other dualies is first. It's definitely not working with this one because you know, it has low DPS, so increase its DPS with rolling. Right. Anything to say about waves? I guess Goldie DPS is actually somewhat easier with this than with other dualies because you do shoot while rolling, so that is exactly the one case where it helps. However, you're still not high DPS, so it's a bit of a wash at the end. But yeah, you can be like more liberal with rolling on Goldies here with this one. Quite true for average dualies. Not sure if there's anything to say about Grillerrush, probably not. Very mediocre weapon for both of them. It can do things, but not great. That's pretty much all about the Tetra dualies. Okay, so this rotation, it's actually, believe it or not, the first time in history that we get to play Elite on Maruna Spain Splatoon 3. The whole set though, it leaves things to be desired, probably. Actually watched Mina do a run on this last night. It was not smooth at all. I have to say, not too surprised. Like there's the Tetra Dualies here, which is just like really slow and immobile. That is just hard to make up even for the Splasher and the Wiper, which are actually quite some good things to have here. Lita would be as well, except it's not mobile. It's nice at least. Overall, that bit thing certainly thinks it do well. Not sure how to exactly explain it well. It's just really medium. Yeah, all of that being said, so here, and this is the second day and probably be hard. I don't expect amazing things here. We can somehow break out, of course, be nice. Well, yes, always. If you find this entertaining or helpful, please leave a like, a comment, and a subscription. It's all completely free and it helps the channel. And another thing I'm gonna here because it's late into the rotation, I would actually really like to get my like if I find a team that I think is good enough, I'll just this time. Because they might be hard to come by at this rank and time of rotation. Really late into it and I'm really low, so no. Level of play might be not high here. Hazard sure is higher than it would be. Started rotation. We got someone named Wumbo here, but it's not the Tetris player, right? Or is it? Yes, he got badges, so I mean, someone who's so correct at Tetris could definitely be just as correct at Salmon Run. Oh. I have to do a little bit of research on them if they play other games to Tetris as well. First play fish though. Vision here is not great, can I get out of this? Oh wow, what is going on with that eel? No way, it's following me, right? Had to wait. One. Okay, now. No. Okay, so it's a little bit slow. And reason. Got that target, I'm just gonna do this. Oh wow, that was really clean. Let's go. Okay, I'll just do this. Go. Please come in with X. Yep, that is a loss right there. Like we need 5x and not a single player is bringing any in. I'm on Elite. Well, this is a team I'm not keeping Vancy in the next lobby. Right. Yet now. One who's calling themselves Salad. Salad. Night wave, please be nice. Ah, nice. Following that, I just thanks. For that damage boost. Good. Okay. But I risked that. We have time for another cycle. That may be really powerful, but it's also really slowed immobile. Really not sure if it's what we actually want on Bay. Upside is there for sure. Just need to play along. Just that. Just have to be careful. Yep. Love rays would refuse to die when I'm shooting at them. Something like that. There's certainly a situation here. Pressure to make it a little bit easier. The fish stick actually hasn't been killed. Guy was up there and didn't do it. But whoa! Tetra's alone, this might be difficult for them. I didn't have an egg. We just do not have any eggs. It was difficult for them. Yeah, you're seeing this is actually pretty hard. Go into the next game. And so of course I also did not play these games perfectly in any way. I probably allowed way too many things to happen. That's unfortunate. But you know, me talking here means I will automatically always have lost focus. This is our life here. Whatever. Okay, that's no. Always try to get the on this. Make sure that someone has it at least. Pretty good. It doesn't cover everything, but it can filter things nicely when they spawn. Not the statics. One thing it's really vulnerable to is, of course, Elita's actually really good in this position here as well, because it can use its main weapon from here too. Can actually hit things at best. Yeah. I'll just kill this because that's that I can kill. Hopefully the team can handle basket. Well then that's because that's can kill. Butter. Nice. We are back at the side. Oh, what? Duck stones. So there, what other bosses? Only a mouse somewhere. Oh yeah. And the Melissa's here. Over here. Oops, I didn't bring this up, but I guess the teammate wasn't coming anyway, so works out in my favor. This 50 since someone else's. Here. I'll come. We're losing a lot of paint in every wave. Maybe because things aren't getting to it fast enough, honestly. We have this. Use the crab there for safety so that I actually get things killed and do not mess up cycles or whatever. Now the Viper's a little bit more limited with like range alone. That was a decent enough crab. Ooh, scary. Basket. Like that. Okay, there we go. Bring X closer, we have a good pace here. Cohocks. Was setting up there to just kill the floppy no matter what, if we don't get the zone. That was hard to see, but I got the crosshair. That's me everything. But wait, I should watch for like the rail. Like I didn't see it. Ah yeah, there it is, not seeing it. Nice. Left team. I'll try to keep these. Hopefully that will work out in our favor. But I guess the episode will be longer. Someone's there with a name, I guess. These power X stats are so extreme because we did have a code charge. Right, see you in. It turns out just one player actually stayed. Oh hey, it's Lucy! We've met Lucy on the previous rotation. The games are really nice. Go. I have faith. Nice. Unlucky with a night wave. I'm not gonna grab this here. Unless it's trying to overfish. 200 rank. Day 2. Okay, it's a far Goldie this time. Try this. Like this other far one there. Goldie. That one. Small. I like it, this was special. Can. I'm just not more damage, but no one is helping. No, there are lasers everywhere. Whoops. I guess I'm just getting these up. Red ink, that is. That is an unexpected encounter. Ah! Grillerrush. I like this, the filtering. I think usage on this is like pretty generous. If that's the right word, but you get the point. I can do this forever and with a think. Cool. Oh, I don't have any more. I didn't think White Paws actually so good at Rush. What okay, it's self-defense too as a result. Need to make sure to get your infantry kills. Oh, whoops. We're good. Nothing to worry about. Ah! That finally got me, but only because literally no one protected me. That should not normally happen, ideally. I mean, it happens a lot on freelance, of course. Good rush. 3 or triple night. Fine. Hopefully I will here. Oh dang it, this does not give me a good angle to snipe. This. Like, use this now before we snowball. Staying here in the back is actually really good, I think. But no, I can't stand like here and... Oh wow, it's going that way. It's unexpected. So I went on the bridge a little bit too early, but it's fine, we fixed it. Because I cannot really do from here is contribute X with this one. Oh yeah, this is like way too hard now. It was easy in the old game. Yes, booyah. This again. Those gorillas have to suck so bad. Wait, I have another crab, let's use it. Got that only one because of the previous game, I guess. Actually had a high tide Grillerrush. It's in both high tide. Played with friends early on this rotation. Built a single random for that, and yeah, they got the clear of course with that. Yeah, nice stuff here. The next game. Right, the whole group stay together. You win the Grillerrush game, you just have to stay. It wasn't even snowbally or anything. It's not hex scars or anything, but control was always maintained. You can see that every day. Hey. Aggressive grab, I see. That is annoying. Wow, I thought I had more movement speed there. Some forward momentum would make me getting hit there like pretty irrelevant. Just trying to get damage boosted. But dodge the thing out ever, but too slow there. Tetra, since it's really under. Yes. Often place. With this really underwhelming paint, see how long this zone took. I'm not a fan of this weapon this game. I got better for Splatoon 2 because the game was so easy that its weakness never really actually mattered. You could have fun with it just fine. Yeah, paint and ability are both things that do matter a lot more in this game, and so yeah, when you do not have DPS, then you do want to have other stats that are good. It also happens to make weapons like Undercover still be kinda fine. And better than this for sure. Another big swig, of course. It does not have single target DPS. It just has mid AoE and mad paint, and that carries it nicely. Tetra just has nothing going for it. I just convert to basket. I fish here. I can call that out because do here. Someone will kill that with me? No. Can as well just slash us here. When I get through that gap. There's some Firex there. I'm not seeing anything else. Still get us closer. Okay, the target. Down here. Not interfere with the Goldie. That? Nothing for... Just mark that, so it definitely stays on me. As you know, there could be a teammate passing and that could rather scrap as I grow. That. So just hit it once. I'm host, by the way. First time I'm actually host since the patch. First, that's first thing, yeah. It's not the same one, but yeah, it's a phone. Center right now instead of center left, I guess. Say so. Oh! I did not hit the Cohog as intended, dang it. This actually without me, let's get back into this. With the usual thing, kill my less early so I don't have to do them later. This one too. But that's two stingers. Let's see with that. I'll do it alone even. Okay, no. That there. Leaving. Just will not be helping with these eggs, so it's good to throw them in. That gives me ink. Some random hitboxes, some random enemies. Hey, there's our Cohozuna. Games that you know. Yeah, this is the fifth. I've been fired up. Fired. It'll probably be the shortest episode of this then. I think it's fine. But hitting multiple targets with a zone at the end. Ah! Okay, that was greedy. Like I was trying to get through that gap there, but I wouldn't. Wouldn't have done that. No. More coming. Get my ink back here so I can bump this. Make use of the rank slots too. There we go. This takes for my 2 cost us the 12 scale, but it doesn't scale, it's bad. Never in danger. Okay, just do this as well. Yeah, these games are really fun, and unfortunately I leave now. And to play this rotation. Will be the end of the episode. For watching, and see you next job with the Nautilus, our last regular weapon. Actually. Yeah, see you around.